Did you know that nearly 70% of leaders feel pressured to always have the right answers? Yet, research shows that this mindset can actually harm their teams. In a world that's changing faster than ever, leaders who cling to this belief risk stifling creativity and innovation. The truth is, the best leaders don't have all the answers, they know how to guide their teams to find them. Welcome to Why Good Leaders Don't Always Have the Answers. In this video, we'll explore surprising insights about leadership that challenge traditional views. We'll dive into the power of vulnerability, the importance of curiosity, and how collective intelligence can lead to better decisions. Plus, we'll discover why embracing uncertainty can actually make you a stronger leader. Are you ready to rethink what it means to lead? Let's unpack these ideas and unlock new strategies that can transform your leadership style and empower your team. Stay tuned. Chapter 1. The myth of the know-it-all leader. Many people think that great leaders always have the answers. That's an old myth. In reality, believing a leader should know everything can limit growth. A Harvard Business Review study found that 70% of successful leaders regularly admit they don't have all the answers. This helps build trust and stronger relationships with their teams. The idea that leaders need to be experts in every area is outdated. Today's best leaders are more like guides, helping their teams find solutions together. Simon Sinek, in his book Leaders Eat Last, says, "Leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge." This mindset encourages leaders to focus on empowering others, not on showing off their knowledge. Leaders who try to be know-it-alls can actually stifle creativity. When team members feel they can't contribute, they stop sharing ideas. This leads to a drop in innovation. Instead, when leaders admit they don't know everything, it creates space for others to step up. According to a 2016 Deloitte study, companies with leaders who encourage open discussions saw a 33% boost in employee engagement. In short, leaders don't need to be experts at everything. They need to be facilitators, guiding their teams to find the right answers. Admitting you don't have all the answers doesn't make you weak, it makes you wise. Chapter 2. The power of vulnerability. Vulnerability is often misunderstood. Some people see it as weakness. In leadership, it's actually a strength. Brené Brown, in Dare to Lead, describes vulnerability as the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change. Leaders who can admit when they're unsure or wrong set a powerful example. This level of openness builds trust. A 2019 study by Global Leadership Forecast found that leaders who show vulnerability are rated 27% more effective. Leaders who are willing to be vulnerable encourage others to do the same. When people feel safe to express their ideas, mistakes, and uncertainties, they are more likely to contribute. This creates a culture where learning and growth are prioritized. Teams feel more connected and, as a result, perform better. Being vulnerable also allows leaders to learn from their teams. No one knows everything, and that's okay. Admitting mistakes or gaps in knowledge shows that learning is a lifelong journey. In fact, companies that embrace a fail fast, learn faster approach are 50% more likely to innovate successfully, according to the 2020 PwC Innovation Benchmark. Ultimately, leaders who can admit their vulnerability create stronger, more resilient teams. They inspire others to take risks, knowing it's okay to fail, as long as they learn from it. Chapter 3. Leading with questions, not solutions. Many believe leaders need to provide solutions. But the best leaders ask the right questions instead. According to Michael Bungay-Stanier, author of The Coaching Habit, the best leaders are those who ask more questions than they give answers. This approach invites others to think critically and find solutions for themselves. Asking questions rather than giving answers encourages team members to think creatively. When leaders say, "What do you think?" or "How would you approach this problem?" it shifts the responsibility from the leader to the team. It empowers people to take ownership of their ideas. A Gallup poll found that employees who feel their opinions are valued are 4.6 times more likely to perform at their highest level. Leaders who lead with questions also encourage a deeper understanding of problems. Instead of giving quick fixes, they encourage their teams to think more deeply. This leads to more thoughtful, sustainable solutions. A study from McKinsey found that teams that engage in this type of critical thinking are 35% more likely to outperform their peers. This style of leadership also fosters a culture of learning. When leaders model curiosity, they set the tone for a continuous improvement mindset. The simple act of asking, "Why?" or "How can we improve this?" can lead to major breakthroughs. For example, Toyota's success in the 1980s came from a leadership culture that encouraged asking questions at every level, leading to their innovative lean manufacturing system. In short, great leaders don't just provide answers, they inspire their teams to find them. By asking questions, leaders create a space where creativity and collaboration can thrive. If you're finding these insights helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips on effective leadership strategies. Chapter 4. Curiosity. The hidden fuel of leadership. Curiosity is a secret weapon for great leaders. It drives them to ask better questions and explore new possibilities. As Albert Einstein famously said, "I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious." In leadership, this attitude creates a culture of learning and discovery. Leaders who stay curious are constantly learning. They know they don't have all the answers, and that's okay. Instead, they focus on exploring new ideas and perspectives. This keeps them adaptable in a world that's always changing. In fact, a study by the Harvard Business Review found that companies led by curious leaders were 30% more innovative. Curiosity isn't just about asking questions, it's about actively seeking out new information. This could mean reading books, attending conferences, or simply listening to your team. Leaders who are open to new ideas are more likely to inspire creativity in others. And teams that are encouraged to explore and experiment are more engaged. A curious leader also fosters curiosity in their team. When people feel free to ask questions and test ideas, they're more likely to come up with innovative solutions. A 2018 study by PwC found that 72% of executives believe that curiosity-driven experimentation is critical for business success. By staying curious, leaders remain open to learning, which keeps their leadership fresh and forward-thinking. And the best part? Curiosity doesn't just help leaders, it helps entire organizations grow. Chapter 5. The wisdom of collective intelligence. No leader has all the answers. But the combined knowledge of a team can be incredibly powerful. This is called collective intelligence, and it's one of the most important tools a leader can tap into. According to MIT research, groups with high collective intelligence are better at solving complex problems than even the smartest individual members. So how do leaders use collective intelligence? They create environments where every voice is heard. A great example is Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, who transformed the company by encouraging openness and collaboration. He says, "I'm learning every day from people who are learning to work together." Leaders who trust their teams and rely on collective wisdom get better results. Teams made up of diverse perspectives are 87% more likely to make better decisions, according to a 2017 study by Cloverpaw. When leaders invite input from their team, they aren't just making decisions, they're creating a process that leads to stronger outcomes. Another key to tapping into collective intelligence is knowing when to step back. Good leaders know they don't have to control every decision. Instead, they guide the process and trust the team to find the right solutions. This is often where the best ideas come from. Creating a culture where collective intelligence thrives takes time and trust. But when it happens, teams become unstoppable. Leaders who harness the wisdom of the group not only get better results, they also build stronger, more confident teams. Chapter 6. The confidence to not know. In a world obsessed with certainty, it's rare for leaders to admit they don't know something. But the truth is, the most confident leaders are the ones comfortable with uncertainty. They understand that not knowing everything isn't a flaw, it's a strength. This ability to embrace uncertainty is crucial, especially in today's rapidly changing world. According to The Lean Startup by Eric Ries, successful leaders know that uncertainty is a constant. Rather than fearing it, they use it as an opportunity to test, learn, and adapt. Ries explains that leaders are not responsible for knowing every detail, but for creating conditions where learning can occur. This kind of leadership requires confidence. Not in having all the answers, but in the process of figuring things out. A 2021 study by the World Economic Forum found that 85% of top executives believe that leadership in the future will rely more on adaptability than on expertise. Leaders who embrace not knowing send a powerful message to their teams: it's okay to take risks and make mistakes. This kind of mindset fosters innovation and allows people to experiment without fear of failure. And when leaders show they're comfortable with ambiguity, it encourages teams to step outside their comfort zones and try new things. The confidence to not know also builds resilience. Leaders who understand that uncertainty is part of the journey can handle setbacks better. They know that progress often comes from trial and error. As Jeff Bezos once said, if you double the number of experiments you do per year, you're going to double your inventiveness. In the end, leaders who embrace uncertainty aren't afraid to admit they don't have all the answers. They are confident in their ability to learn, adapt, and grow alongside their teams. This confidence is what sets them apart from the rest. If you enjoyed this video and want to dive deeper into effective leadership strategies, make sure to subscribe for more engaging content.